Yes, we are lucky to live in a state with plenty of opportunities for things to do. But what is there to do in boring Ocala? Or Slocala as it has been called? Is Ocala such a desolate place that some make it out with nothing going on? Ocala is actually a very interesting small town because of the number of people who have moved here, bringing with them a wide range of interests and activities, while the community still has a strong rural feel like many other small southern towns. Ocala, though, seems to have much more diversity, and people seem to really get into their hobbies and do them up big here. In this video, we will look at many of the places and events that make Ocala a special place to live. But we will fall far short of getting to all the activities that take place. I thought that a good place to start is with some of the least expensive options available. Ocala has the facilities for a range of activities that cost very little to zero to do. Public parks are spread all over town that offer paved walking, nature hiking, biking, roller skating, picnicking, and many of the parks have special amenities to them like playgrounds, racquetball courts, tennis courts, and all the other courts, including pickleball. There is even a disc golf course where you use frisbees and special chain baskets for the holes. There are way too many parks to go over each one of them, but let's look at a few of these popular parks. The Cross Florida Greenway is an attempt to create a nature trail system from coast to coast. The most completed section happens to run through Marion County. There are dedicated trails for biking, hiking, and horseback riding. Multiple access points or trailheads exist to enter this massive network of trails. The Santos Trailhead is easy to get to off of Highway 441. It has a campground, pavilions, restrooms, an area for bringing in horses, and a skills area for mountain bikers. Always make the trailhead a popular entry point into the Greenway. The mountain bike trails have 3 levels of difficulty: yellow, blue, and insane. Red. The red trails are for experienced riders, or at least ones with good medical insurance. The baseline trailhead is a bit of an oddball in the Greenway trail system, in that its 5 miles of trails are paved, making it ideal for skaters and baby strollers. It has a popular playground with pavilion and restrooms, and many 5K races are scheduled here throughout the year, and there is even an annual 7-day marathon that calls the baseline trails home. The Tuscawilla Pond has grown into a center of the town's activities with the addition of the Discovery Center and the Raleigh Arts Center, to a park with pavilions, playground, paved walking trail, basketball and tennis courts, baseball field, and handball court. The Jarvie Gant Recreation Center on Northeast 36th Avenue has an aquatic center, jogging trails, football and softball fields, and tennis and racquetball courts. It also has an adjoining dog park for letting the furry ones loose. There is a per-car charge to enter the Silver Springs State Park. The park has 2 entrances. The Springside entrance is on Silver Springs Boulevard. It has the famous glass-bottom boats, boardwalk, and Twin Oaks Mansion concert stage. There are also nature walks and kayak rentals. The Riverside Park entrance is on Baseline Road. This section of the park has camping, playground, a pioneer village, museum, river access, and hiking and biking trails. And then there is the big park in Ocala, the Ocala National Forest. Within its massive area are 4 major natural springs and 600 lakes and rivers. The area provides a variety of recreational activities from camping, hiking, horseback riding, swimming, and even four-wheel driving on designated trails. One of my favorite places is Juniper Springs, where a man-made wall was made by the civilian corps around the springhead. So you have done the budgeted activities to your liking, and either want to become more socially involved or test your abilities against others in a sporting environment. Now it is time to search out groups, of which Ocala has many established organizations covering a range of activities. If mountain biking is your thing, you might want to join the Ocala Mountain Bike Association for information on volunteering to help maintain the trail system, going on group rides, or finding a sporting event. Each year they put on the Fat Tire Festival, which is an expo promoting everything bike related. Companies come out to the Santos Trailhead offering demos of their new bikes and products to sell. There are training classes to learn new skills and extreme biking displays showing how the pros do it. The strangely named North Florida Explorers Club, strange considering it's based here in Central Florida, goes on hikes in the Ocala National Forest and Greenway, and on trips outside of Marion County. This group also gets together for other outdoor activities like tubing and kayaking. This is a great group for finding out information on jogging or running in Ocala. The number of 5K races that Marion County plays host to throughout the year is amazing. You can find out dates for 5K races and marathons on the Ocala Runners Club website. The club is also involved in special projects to improve Ocala's running facilities. There are a large number of local annual races put on by several different organizations during the year. These include the Critter Trail Run at Silver Springs, the Turkey Trot at the YMCA, the Reindeer Run that takes place before the Christmas parade each year on Silver Springs Boulevard, and the Ocala Marathon, which also has a half marathon and 5K that starts at the Paddock Mall and winds through Ocala's scenic horse country. Likewise, Ocala has played host to several specialty 5Ks like the Mud Run and the Insane 5K, which were both hosted at the Florida Horse Park. Several color runs and the Glow with a Flow run are also very popular draws each year. Turns Out Hits, which stands for Horse Shows in the Sun, also puts on non-horse events each year, including the Ocala Triathlon at Carney Island on Lake Weir. Racers brave the cold waters of the lake as the sun comes up, then they trade swim gear for bike gear and take on the scenic roads of Ocala before setting off on the final running part of the course. Even though there is a section of this video dedicated to equine pursuits, this seems like a good place to mention trail riding. There are several trails throughout the Greenway in Ocala National Forest devoted to riding horses, and of course there are groups devoted to riding the horse trails that get together at the various trailheads throughout the county for group rides. I would be amiss not to mention the recently expanded YMCA when talking about recreational activities in Ocala. They offer a wide range of activities for the young and the not so young, aquatics, gym, sports, and group exercise programs, just to narrow it down a bit. While Ocala has a wide range of physical activities to take part in, what if you're past jumping off cliffs or swimming with gators for entertainment? Or maybe that was never your thing. What then? Ocala has got you covered too, with several concert venues, theaters, and more festivals than should be allowed by law. Just kidding, because I really liked all the festivals. I had never realized how much they showed off people's hobbies and interests, which is what I was trying to do with Ocala-Living. We will lead off the entertainment section with the venues around Ocala that usually host concerts and other regular events. Beyond the commercial options available, which downtown has a lot to offer, the city of Ocala also has a range of events in multiple locations downtown. Citizen Circle has been a popular location for concerts featuring both local and national musicians with their Downtown Jams concert series. Concerts that include food trucks, car shows, and the ever-popular Splash Pad. Large downtown events like Light Up Ocala usually encompass Citizen Circle with more booths and children's performances. The downtown square is also a central location for many of downtown's recurring events, like the Friday Art Walk, which occurs seasonally the first Friday of a month, the annual Ocala Arts Festival that stretches all over town and brings artists from around the country, and the October event Thrill the World, which is a huge fall festival with live entertainment. In November, Light Up Ocala brings people to the downtown square for the official turning on of the Christmas lights. It is an evening that includes live entertainment, carriage rides, and even an ice skating rink, and more children activities, including Pictures with Santa, of course. The Tuscawilla Park has been the location for the annual Cowboy Roundup. That includes the downtown Ocala Drive, which starts downtown and ends at the park, where there are fun activities for the kids, a cowpoke parade, food, and live entertainment. There has also been a big Easter egg hunting festival at the park with a large number of things for the kids to do. The newly opened Raleigh Center, which is home to the Ocala Symphony Orchestra, has a diversified range of events planned, including concerts, plays, and stand-up comedians. The west side of town has stolen a good bit of thunder from the east side, as the Silver Springs State Park does not host the same number of concerts as it has in the past. But they still have the occasional concert, plus huge car shows and festivals, and on the Silver River side of the park, the Friends of the Silver Springs State Park put on a popular annual bluegrass festival in the Pioneer Cracker Village with multiple bands and craft and food vendors. The Pioneer Cracker Village is also home to the annual Ocala Days Festival with displays showing traditional crafts such as sugarcane syrup making, blacksmithing, quilting, spinning, and woodworking, as reenactors show how life was in Florida in the 1800s. The Appleton Museum of Art puts on a regular concert series that feature performances of a wide range of different musical styles. It is an evening that includes dancing and samplings from local restaurants. The concerts take place either in their concert hall or their outdoor patio area. Next door to the Appleton Museum is the Ocala Civic Theatre, which is run by a volunteer-based organization that puts on 12 or more productions each year, and also offers educational opportunities through its year-long program. The Hilton Ocala's Heart of Florida Conference Center is Ocala's de facto exhibition hall, hosting small business expos and various industry-specific events. Every year it has been home to the very popular Ocala Comic-Con. The Hilton has one large indoor hall and several meeting rooms, plus a large convention tent across from the hotel's pool. The Ocala Comic-Con has become a very big event with gaming tournaments, vendors and artists, celebrity panels, and a costume contest. Many of the recurring festivals have been mentioned, but there are still many more that have established themselves on Ocala's social calendar. Plant City may have the most famous Strawberry Festival, but Ocala's Habitat for Humanity started a Strawberry Festival here that continues to grow at its McPherson Government Complex location. It is a huge festival with craft vendors, car show, beauty pageant, live music, business expo, food vendor, kids zone, and a pet parade. The annual Florida Sheep, Wool, and Dog Herding Festival is an industry-specific event held at the Greater Ocala Dog Club grounds, but it is open to the public and would be of interest to anyone who loves animals or crafting. The Cornerstone School puts on an annual chili cook-off at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion, a venue that will get more coverage in the upcoming equine chapter. Groups at the cook-off compete for the coveted title of Best Chili or Best Booth. Spectators get to sample all the different chilies while listening to live entertainment and taking part in all the festival staples, car shows, and kids zones. There are several commercial enterprises in Ocala that offer both active and passive entertainment possibilities. The Ocala Grand Prix is not just for kids, but for anybody with a need for speed. They have kart rentals in a kart store. It is not an inexpensive hobby, but it does look like a lot of fun. Canyons in Florida? Yep. Flying over said canyons on nothing but a wire. Yeah, I would have to think about that. But if flying through the air is your thing, check out Canyon, Zipline, and Canopy Tours. Okay, so you have stayed with us for the video so far. But you're probably thinking, what about golf? Easy Street has got you golf enthusiasts covered with its splendid 18 holes of challenging miniature golf, along with its arcade, go-karts, and batting cages, making it a great place to visit, and you might even want to bring the kids. Oh, you were probably thinking about the other kind of golf. Ocala has a few courses. Basically, every decent housing development has their own course, some that are open to the public. But the Ocala Golf Club on Silver Springs Boulevard is the central public course. Ocala is home to a fading part of entertainment history that has been given new life with digital technology. The Ocala Drive-in is one of the last few drive-in theaters that are still in operation, but they are going strong with all the latest hit movies. Downtown is home to another part of Ocala's movie theater history, with the Marion Theatre that is over 70 years old. Each year, the theater has been host to the Silver Springs International Film Festival, which is a week-long movie celebration put on by the Ocala Film Foundation. Ocala and horses? Really? They like horses here? Yes, there are a few activities involving horses here in Ocala, the horse capital of the world. Now let me start this section by saying I don't know a lot of things in the world, and things equine I know even less. Anyway, folks in Ocala put on a wide range of horse-related events that include show jumping, rodeo, polo, barrel racing, cross-country, dressage, miniature horse shows, horse driving, and trail riding. The Southeastern Livestock Pavilion is home to 2 rodeos, the Southeastern Pro Rodeo with bronc riding, steer wrestling, barrel racing, and bull riding. And the Shriners put on the Ocala Shrine Rodeo each year to raise money for their organization. Pac West hosts several barrel racing competitions throughout the year at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion. There are also various competitions for quarter horses, miniature horses, and the famous Paso Fino breed. The 4-H Club puts on a week-long Southeastern Youth Fair at the Livestock Pavilion, and various shows throughout the year. The pavilion also hosts other events like circuses and carnivals. The massive Florida Horse Park has become a very active place in recent years. Not only do they host various events and groups almost every weekend, they usually have more than one event going on at a time. At the park's core, if I had to pick, is show jumping and dressage, followed closely by cross-country with lots of interesting obstacles for horse and rider. But there is also barrel racing and all the rodeo samples too. Many non-horse related events take place at the Florida Horse Park, drawn to the park, no doubt, because of its size and ample parking and camping spots. The Live Oak Stud Horse Farm puts on the Live Oak International, each year featuring world-class horse driving and show jumping. The show jumping event draws top riders, including past Olympic gold medalists. HITS is a special events management company primarily focused on producing hunter-jumper horse shows. I have not been able to make it over there to see their events, as they are just this side of Williston. They have an annual winter circuit of shows that lead into the Great American $1 million Grand Prix. Wow, that was an awful lot in a short period of time, and it still didn't come close to all the pursuits that the people of Ocala are involved in. I, like most people, narrowly defined myself into what I was into and not into. Photography allowed me to get out of that box, as I went to every event that I could to pursue the shots. I still haven't found anything that really grabs me yet to start a new hobby, and part of me really doesn't want to, as I really like continuing to experience it all. If you have not already, I hope that you press the like button on the Ocala-Living Facebook page so that you can follow us on this journey through Ocala and Marion County.